Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. This video is actually a first here on the channel. A couple weeks ago I had received a message asking about how I played my version of Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior, and I thought I'd just do a video. So I'll show you how to do the lead portion of the song, but I'm also going to show you how to do that loop for those who do have access to a loop pedal. You don't have to have that loop to play it, it's just what I do. If anybody that's been on the channel for a while knows a lot of my covers revolve around the loop. So my version of the song is played in F. So I'll go ahead and show you the loop first. So here it is. This is it fast. So I'm going to play that loop part slow now and then kind of break it down into the steps. So the first notes that you hit, you're going to hit the first fret on your E string, which is the F, and you're going to play the octave of that, which would be the third fret on the D string. So, alright, so it's, and you'll finish back on that F. So that one thing I'm doing in between the note on the third fret on the D string and then coming back, so the little that I'm doing there, for those that don't know, those are called ghost notes. And to make a ghost note, when you're normally playing a note, you're pushing down all the way on the fretboard. With the ghost note, you're just touching the string essentially to mute it. Now you don't have to do this on the song. It's just if you wanted to play it, that's just what I do. So you can skip those completely and you get. So, you know, it works. I just do it to fill in space. So that's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. So for the next part, after you've got what you're going to do there is you're going to hit the first fret on your E string, so that's your F. Then you're going to hit the first fret on your A string, which is an A sharp. So you get. Then you're going to do the same thing essentially again, where you get those two kind of, you're going to hit the first fret on your E string, and then you're going to hit the A string open. Then you close it again back on that first fret of the E string, which is your F. So you get, let's see if I can get it better here. So up to this point now we are at. Now, after you do that, you're actually just going to play, you're going to repeat that, but when you come to that part, you're going to play something different. So the next part is first fret on your E string again, and then the third fret on the D string, and then back, of course, to the first fret on the E string. So just like the first half of that. But this time, instead of playing the notes with the open A, you're going to play the first fret on the E string again and the first fret on the A string again. But for the final two notes of that, you're going to play that E, the first fret on that E string again. Then you're going to play the third fret on the A string. So you get. And close again on the first fret of the E string. So all the way fast. And now I'll play it slow again. that is the loop portion of the cover. YouTube has become a really great tool for me to learn stuff, particularly if I'm learning things for bands, you know, to play in, to fill in for a show or whatever it might be. I love to use YouTube because of where you can slow down the video. That way, if the part's kind of fast or anything like that, or if just for some reason not getting it, you can slow the video down and can hear the parts a lot better. So if you need any of this, any of the previous stuff or what's coming up to be slowed down any further, you can go down to the bottom of the YouTube video and click on that cog, and I'm having to look to make sure I'm telling you. When you click the cog, it'll say there'll be 3 different options, or should just be 3 options, and one of them is playback speed. You click the playback speed, and then it'll give you, if you want to leave it as normal, if you want to set it for 75% of speed that it's played at, or half the speed, or a quarter of the speed. So, pretty helpful. That's just, not everybody knows you can do that, so I wanted to go ahead and include that in here, just in case for some reason you may want to slow it down a little bit more, or whatever the case may be. So, the lead part of that first verse, here it is just at normal speed. So now I'll play that slow and explain afterwards as far as the stuff that I'm playing. As far as the breakdown for the lead part, you're going to start on the 12th fret of the G string, which is of course also the G, and you're going to play that note, and then you're going to hammer on onto the 14th. So you're actually not going to play the note, it's just, you're not going to plug it with your right hand or left hand depending on how you play. But you'll hit that first note on the G and then come up to the A, which is that 14th fret. So for the next part, after you hit that 14th fret, you're going to go back to the 12th fret on the G, so it's, and then slide down to the 10th fret, which is your F. Back to the G, that 12th fret. Back to the 10th fret. And now you're going to change strings and go to the 12th fret on the D string. And then the 10th fret on the D string. And then back down to the 10th fret of the G string. And you're going to hit that twice. So you've got and then you're going to play the 10th fret on the D string, and then also the 10th fret on the G string fairly quickly together. So after that you go. So that's where after the, then it's the 10th fret on the D and G string. And you're going to hammer on again to the 12th fret. So and then you're going to go back to the 10th fret on the G string. So you get so for that part, you're hitting that 10th fret, and then you're hitting the 12th fret, and then you're going to slide up to the 14th fret. And then for that last note, the way I play it is you're going to actually hit it on the 13th fret, which sounds off, but you're going to hit it from there. You're going to, as soon as you pluck the string, you start to slide. So it's, and you're going to slide up from that 13th fret to the 14th fret. Then you're going to basically play what you played earlier at the start of the verse. So you get that 12th fret on your G string and the 14th fret with that hammer on. Then you're going to play the 12th fret and then the 10th fret on the G string. And the 12th fret on the G string, 10th fret, and then up to the D string with that 12th fret, and then to the 10th fret on the D string, and then the 10th fret on the G string with the double note there like we did earlier. And then you're going to do that 10th fret on the D string and G string again together, and where you go up to the 12th fret on the G string. So then I always go back to the 10th fret on the G string, and then I'll slide up to the 14th fret on the G string. And then this is where I do another slide from the 13th fret to the 12th fret on the G string. And you do that double note on the 10th fret on the G string. So for the whole thing, and I hope all this makes sense. So now for the chorus. For the chorus, we're going to move out just a little bit of that shape we've kind of stayed in, because a lot of that was kind of, you know, the first part of the verse and the second part of the verse has some repeats in it. So for the chorus, we're going to move out of that shape a little bit, but we will come back to it. So on this one, we're going to start on the 17th fret of the D string. And then you're going to hit the 14th fret on the G string. So you get, and you're going to hammer on to the 17th fret on the G string. So you'll get, then you're going to hit the 17th frets on the D string and G string. D string first, so you get, back to the 14th fret on the G string. Then you're going to hit the 12th fret on the G string. And then you're going to hit the, let's see. Okay, I was right. Okay, so then you're going to hit that the 12th fret on the G string twice. So after the, so what that part is, so after you play the opening part of the chorus, 12th fret on the G string, and then you're going to hit the 12th fret on the G string again, and you'll hammer on to the 14th fret. Hit the 12th fret on the G string again, and then you're going to hit the 10th fret on the G string. So the whole thing is. And then from there, you're going to hit the 10th fret on the D string, and then the 10th fret on the G string, and you're going to slide up to the 14th fret on the G string. So that part is the 12th fret on the G string down to the 10th fret of the G string, and then back to the 12th fret of the G string. So you get all the way you get. And now you're going to do that 12th fret on the G string and then the hammer on to the 14th string that we've done a couple times already. 12th fret on the G string, 10th fret on the G string, then the 12th fret again on the G string, back to the 10th fret, and then you move up to the D string and you get your 12th fret, 10th fret on the D string, and then you're going to hit the 10th fret on the G string. But then this time you're going to hit the 12th fret on the D string to kind of for that minor that you get in there. So the whole thing is right. The whole thing for that portion is. Actually, you're going to hammer on. You'll hammer on from the, then for the closing part of it, you're going to hammer on from the 10th, you'll hit the 10th fret on the G string, then you'll hammer on to the 12th fret. Then you hit back on the 10th fret of the G string, slide up to the 14th fret on the G string, and then I do a slide from the 13th fret to the 12th fret, which you don't have to do, you can just play the 12th fret, but it's. And I hit twice on the 10th fret of the G string. So if you don't play that slide, it sounds like that. Alright, so to play that chorus slow would be like this then. So that's how I play my bass cover of Pass Me Not O Gentle Savior. For anybody that wants to learn, I do hope that's a help to you. I hope I wasn't confusing in any way. I've never really considered myself the best teacher. While I have taught bass lessons, I've just never felt like I was a great teacher. But if for some reason you do need what I showed you slower, don't forget what I said about the option to change the playback speed. Just go to the bottom of this screen, hit the cog, the options will pop up, click playback speed. It should be set as normal. If it's not set as normal, then your speed's already off. But if it's set as normal, you can change it to 1/4 of that speed, half the speed, 3/4 the speed. Of course, you can make it faster if you want to, but of course, if you're trying to learn this, you may want it slower. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go check out some other videos on here. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button. I'd certainly appreciate it. Thank you.